welcome to Haven's Handiworks. It's Spooktober in the Haven's Handiworks house, so I thought, let's do something appropriate for the seasons. This is Fred. He's my assistant for the day. Sit there, Fred. I got this old Apothecary from a family member, and it did not have a lid. And it just so happens to fit that perfectly. So what I thought I would do is a little smoky hydroponic experiment. I get this carnivorous plant online from Etsy. It is a Sarracenia Judith Hindle, and I ordered it from Carnivoro online. They're in Austin, Texas. And they shipped this so fast. I ordered it Wednesday or Thursday. I ordered it Thursday and it got here Monday morning or Monday afternoon. I wasn't expecting it to get shipped till Monday and to get here by like Friday, but they shipped it right away. It was packed really well. It's really healthy, really beautiful, better than I expected. Take it out of its bag. It's been in its bag for a few days, or a day. It's Tuesday now. But I wanted to have everything I needed to do this little experiment, and I didn't want to stress it out too much more, so I just left it in its shipping packaging. So, these are North American pitcher plants. So they're native, and some of them are actually critically endangered. So I made sure to get a cultivar, not a species, so I know it wasn't wild harvested. Let's carefully trim this cellophane off, and I'm gonna actually just set it in its pot for right now to sit while I clean this, and then we're gonna drill a hole in the side for the mister attachment. This one came out of another experiment I was doing. So it's going to sit about like right there and smoke or mist the water up towards the terracotta continuously. So let's go ahead and take this rag and a little isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to set it here where I can get to it. There's a little water in this in case I have to wet the drill bit. This, it's made for, it's a Lennox Diamond, 5/8, 16 millimeter. And it's made for granite, porcelain, ceramic, slate, marble, and glass. You want to make sure it is glass, or rated for glass, or you will shatter your container. I also got some electrical tape that I'm going to tape the area around where I'm going to cut to prevent any, if there's any cracking or spalling, keep it from migrating through the glass. Hopefully. Fingers crossed here. I only have one of these, so if this goes horribly, that's it. So I'm going to just pour a little bit of alcohol in there. Now, most of your carnivorous plants, like the North American pitcher plant, require low mineral content water. So that's your rainwater, your reverse osmosis, and your distilled water. Because they generally grow in peat bogs, most of them, and they get their nutrients from the insects, their mineral content, their nutrients, all of that stuff from insects that they digest, that fall into these little pitchers. They fall in, get stuck, and it's very slippery and slick in there and full of fluid that they get caught in, and it digests your mosquitoes, your flies, your gnats. Some of them even eat birds, mice, and frogs. But those are generally your nepenthes or your tropical pitcher plants. Ooh, this thing was dusty. And a little scuffed. Alright. So we're going to turn it on its side. It's going to sit down in the water. And I'm going to use this other rag to kind of keep it pinned in place. And then we're going to take the electrical tape. And I want my hole to be about right here, about center. Electrical tape is water resistant adhesive, so it won't just slip off if it gets a little wet, which I'm gonna need. But it's also slightly stretchy, so if we have a little trouble, it should keep tension on the glass. And this is going to be the back side of the glass, so the outlet side. This would probably be better with a lighted mist maker or fogger, but I don't have one. I only have the plain kind because, well, what I was doing didn't need a, with it originally, didn't require a lighted mist maker. Alright, you take your drill, battery on, open your bit because I did not open it yet. Alright. Tighten it on really well, and remember, glasses for safety. And what you're going to want to do is slow. Alright, do not put any weight on this. It will shatter if you do. Got our glass. It's a little ragged, but it'll do. And we're going to take our tape off. So, when you turn this, you want it going towards your body. So you can press it up against your body or it will run away. And the tape comes off nice and clean, doesn't even leave any residue. Look at that. Alright, so that's your hole. And from there, I'll be right back. I'm going to rinse this out and throw the broken glass in the drain. From there, we're going to take a little sandpaper. All I have is this stuff for my sanding wheel, or palm sander. So we're going to just take a little snippet of that. My tiny scissors. I don't know why I use tiny scissors. I don't know where my kids are hiding my big scissors. Alright, so we're going to take and wet that a little bit very carefully. Don't cut yourself. Okay? Remove the sharp edges. Okay? Very gently. I'm going to put some glass gems in the bottom. These are actually, I got these for another project, but I only need 2 for that project, which you will see later. So, let's throw them in the bottom. I'm going to keep that many for another project. Toss that aside. Woo! That is loud. And yes, I am scared I'm going to break the glass, even though I'm pretty sure I won't. And we got some crystals. I'll lay those against the edges. And we've got this plastic bird skull that I'm going to put in the bottom right there. And a few more crystals to kind of hide the mist maker. And then the mist maker in the bottom. And we're going to pass this little wire through because shorten that up, way up. Well, looks like I'm going to have to silicone the back side of that or glue it. It's not exactly snug, it's a little loose. I probably could have gone with a smaller hole size. But after that, we have Senior Rat. Keep your tail up, man. It's in the way. Let's see how that looks from this side. Oh yeah, we're good. It tells the story. Alright. So let's give this a little test. Get some water. Now let's test that and see how that does. Alright. That is pretty much exactly what I had hoped for. Let's see how that's going to look. From there, I need to fill this pot that I have that sitting in with sphagnum moss. And I'll sit right on top. That little full of moss, and the perpetual humidity should keep the terracotta fairly moist and the sphagnum fairly moist. I will probably have to top this off every couple of days, but it should look really awesome. You got to be kind of careful with putting these misters with plants without circulation in the water. Like, this water isn't circulating, it's just sitting here. It gets a little bit of agitation from the mister and it pools up here flows down. But these misters get kind of warm and they'll bring your water up to about 103, 104. And a lot of plants really don't like that. That's why I don't want this directly contacting that water, but like a warm mist is okay. And you can see it's already like accumulating on the pot. Went ahead and just grabbed the Brita filter or Brita pitcher that I use to water all my plants, and I'm gonna go ahead and just stuff that in there in the water. All right, so we're gonna remove this plant from its packaging. I really love this plant. I'm getting really into the weird and creepy looking plants, and there's almost something organ-like about the veination in the tops of these and the color that they turn. It makes me think of like blood veins, or I'm not sure how large the root system is on this, so I'm trying oh, there it is. There is the roots right there. Nice, healthy, white, beautiful roots. So we're gonna take this, and we're gonna just create a well. Let's take some of that out. A little ambitious with the moss. Now that it sits level with the top of the pot, or almost level, I'm not gonna bury it any deeper than it already was. That would probably be bad. It actually looks like it may have a little bit of fern growing in the top of it. Right here, there's like a little frond down in there, which would be fine. You know what? I know what I can put in there. I'm gonna unplug that for a minute. I actually have, I might have a gasket. I completely forgot that these mister discs, the replacement discs, come with gaskets. So I'm going to see if I can use the gasket to seal this gap here. No, darn, it's too big. So I got a little piece of tubing that I'm just gonna push in there, and then push this. Alright, wedge this onto there, kind of stretch it out, make it a little bigger than it originally was. Then I'm gonna use that. Son of a bitch. Well, there goes that idea. I mean, I could, yep, gonna have to make do. I think I can glue it all back together. I'm gonna use some plastic. Make some stir sticks and an applicator. You have 5 minutes to mix and apply this 5-minute epoxy. So we're going to start with these 2 pieces. Dry it. Dry it.